Hi, everybody. My name is Joseph. I can't speak Portuguese, but I hope you understand my English. That is my first time come to this beautiful country, and this few days I learned a lot from your culture and very friendly people here. So once I went to different area, I always want to know, to learn the local people and how they're living and how they, the connection, communication, something like that, because it's the main part of the culture. And I born in Hong Kong. I'm from Hong Kong. And then after 97, then we're back to China. So then I discovered China is a huge, is very vast area, a big country. So when I was in Hong Kong, I think, oh, Hong Kong big. But when I back to China, Hong Kong just so little. And then when we study, mostly in our school, we're studying like lots of British culture, tell us study in English and study in some of our Chinese culture thing. But later on, I back to China, I discover China is so big, so east, west, and the north or south, people are totally different. So like if I say now I'm staying in Sichuan, like more or less close to Shanghai, so close to the coastal area, like Shanghai or Hong Kong or Guangzhou, they can import a lot of people, a lot of culture outside to China. But when we dip in the center or the west part of China, they're totally different. So as their music, their dialect is different. And this process, and then we learn music because we study Western way, then we know orchestra a lot. When we're young, we study music, we study the Western music. But after I back to China, then now I learn about Chinese culture and Chinese music. They related to poem, or they related to dance a lot, but not much about religious. Because like the religious, mostly they say the religious music in China, they are mostly Buddhism or Taoism. But actually in their church or the temple, they don't sing like a SATB, a choir, or they don't have an organ with 10 fingers with 10 different sounds. They doesn't like this. So in our music, mostly, they're not much about harmony. They're likely to everybody play together. But when they play together with different instruments, they will have a different timbre, different sound, and different ornament on the same melody. So that's why when we talk about, they tell me about the band music or the Western music, but when we're in Hong Kong, we already learn a lot singing as a choral or a chorale in the church, but in China, they are totally different. So because it's so big, and then sometimes we talk about, we find some original culture, then it's still very difficult because if 1.4 billion of population on 56 different ethnic groups in 34 provincial, is sometimes west and east is the instrumentation, everything is so different. So today I want to share is like the last 15 years, I'm in China most of the time, traveling around, and how they're developing the music, how they adopt the music from the West and the East. So in Shanghai, you'll find a lot of orchestra. In Guangdong, like the southern part, a lot of orchestra, but band, not that many. Because when we study, we do the business with the West, mostly go through either Shanghai, Qingdao, or the South, Guangzhou. But now I learn music mostly, I go inside China. So you see the picture here is a kind of instrument they call hand drum. It's from Xinjiang. Those hand drums, they like a very big tambourine, but no ring. But their finger, they only have used these 2 fingers at the back, and that's the other 8 finger, they doing like a trio or all kind of rhythm within this instrument. And you find there's so much related to their dance. And when we talk about 56 different ethnic groups in China, actually more than 90% are Han ethnic. The rest, 10%, they are related to the different area in the west and in the north part. So their music also different. So you see, this is a very traditional hand drum with the Xinjiang man voice singing, and then with some one-string instrument or some instrument you look like in the Middle East country. This is very different. So here a bit of music you can listen to, which is arrangement for the band. So mostly the music, like this is from Xinjiang, everybody over there, I mean, even a little kid on the road or on the street, when they're happy, they just dance, I mean, so freely. And then when they get some kind of a rhythmic drum or tambourine, they can play together and sing together. This is their life. It's so different from the South. There's too many business. But in the West, they are very local, they are very happy, daily life is easy. So today, maybe I need $20 for the whole day. And if this morning I work and I get $25, and then the afternoon say, boss, I don't feel good tonight, I want to go home. And then they just play and sing and buy the food and eat and enjoy life. This is very Western part of us in China. So sometimes we don't have much band music composition. They play with only maybe some plucked string instrument plus some percussion instruments. But about the band movement in China, band actually mostly they use in the military very much, and just because they need some kind of tattoo or some kind of a festival, they will play some band music. But not much composer want to compose music for band, because band for them, all the instruments are very Western, and it's very new instrument to them. So nowadays we got more and more open, and more composer they want to start to let the band student in school they can play music. So now they start to write music. So mostly we use folk tune and put in the band issue, like we have the flute, oboe, clarinet, and brass and percussion play together. But the way they see the world, sometimes we see the world is different. So like this is the music I like a lot. We call it a madrigal. So when we see picture something like this, you think, oh, they are grassland, forest. Maybe in America they think, oh, hee-haw, cowboy. But in China, they will think picture is different, calm, grassland, easy. So this is up north in the Mongolia, the grassland. So this is a different way they see, like for shepherd or for raising the cow and shaping the big grassland, so that they have different mindset and very calm. This is in the very northern part. And sometimes when we start to learn about the music and then we start to write music for band, then we learn a systematic way like the West. We get the grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4 music. Now we have the composer, mostly they compose music for the military band, and now they start to write music for the younger generation and make like a piece like just you listen, it's about the grade 2.5 music and easy for them to play, but they adopt the scenery like in the different part. But actually in China, we have our own kind of instrument that's very different from the West. We have pluck string, bowed string, we have wind instrument, we have percussion, especially percussion, very different. But mostly in our traditional Chinese music, they all play by solo instrument, mostly. Rarely they have played together, except some like in the Hangzhou or Shanghai, they have some small group, like 5 or 6 person, they play together. So one of the pluck string instrument, which is very popular, this is one of the, we call it pipa. They can play with 4 string with lots of different technique. Okay, this is kind of the very traditional pluck string instrument. So mostly in the Chinese traditional instruments playing music, they are very free in rhythm. It's because it's solo, you can be faster, you can be slower, you're not in the same group, so you can do whatever you want in the dynamically or rhythmically. But when you put into a band, that you need to have a lot of different kind of notation we need to learn. This is one of the music you can hear, which is commissioned by George Matthew from the St. Thomas University. They give us the same music, but they arranged for the university band. You hear the different sound. So mostly in China, the music, they are adopted from different opera. So in Beijing, they have a Beijing opera. Shanghai, they have a Shanghai opera or Guangzhou opera. So many little town or little province, they have their own little different dialect, will produce different kind of opera and using different instruments. But you can tell there's a lot of sound, like the percussion instrument is very unique in China. They have different cymbal, different kind of drum. They control the whole opera. This is part of the opera, Beijing opera. So when you see there's a man behind with the mask, so the color of the mask tells you this is a good guy or bad guy, or he's a thief. You can tell right from the face. And also you see the lady in front dancing, but actually he's a man. She's a man, because in the oldest day, women not allowed to be in the public. So all the women, they need to face like a woman, but they sing a man. This voice a very high voice. So this is the Beijing opera, but you didn't see the orchestra around, okay? But this is all the same thing. So you tell they didn't sing a lot. Actually, you see a group of the ensemble on the side. So they only consist of 4 or 5 instruments. The one we don't need a conductor, but they need a drummer. The head of the drummer, actually, he is the conductor of the whole stage. Like this woman, she sing a little bit, but she would do a lot of action or acrobat or some kung fu. So the one to play the drum will see the pace or the rhythm to go along with the lady, with the singer on the stage. That makes the difference. Okay. Also, you see, this is the group that, like the orchestra behind the scene, they provide the music. You see a big drum behind that. He is the conductor. Because a small group, everybody listen to him. Okay, this is the background music. And they train those player is not by reading any score or notation. They train when they are young. They with the group maybe more than 10 years, 15 years, and then they learn by listening and the skill from the senior. Like you can see a little boy here, listen how he play it. He's a very cute little boy. Yeah. So they look at, they see all this opera many times and they just follow. So the music we just mentioned, the ambush, which written for band, is from this opera. So you can see. So in music, you will find there's a lot of space in between. Then we call, in Chinese, we written the Chinese word, we using some choreography. So hair, pen, with only the ink is dark, so only two color, either the black or the white. But through you writing that the dark will later become gray and different level of gray. And then you'll find that mostly Chinese painting, they're only two color, black and white. And the white we call the empty white. So as in the music, sometimes they hold it, maybe no sound for a while, waiting for the next coming sound. This is, he used a lot in this kind of music. So mostly you hear the gong. The gong means, oh, Chinese. So today I just want to let you know, 2 days ago when Alberto, we talked with some conversation about he's taking a band now, train a band, and then he said this is a very young band. And then the judge asking, how young? Oh, 49 years old. I said, what? And the China Band Association, only 18 years old. But one of the young band you call is 49 years old. So China, we just start the band movement and try to build up and let more young people to play in the band. And then you start some grade 2, grade 1, grade 3 music, or sometimes Dr. George Matthews has commissioned us to write some really quality and high-level music. But mostly the music, they adopt some kind of Chinese element into it, especially operatic music. So when you order the music from China, Chinese music, sometimes the music, they are not only pentatonic, they use a lot of local harmony into the music that we normally play in the district opera. So I hope you enjoy different kind of music in China, or welcome you anytime from China and learn more about this part. And we are learning from different wind instrument how to make it sound, because for our ear maybe it's so different. Wind instrument is not our traditional instrument, but we love to learn and we think it's so much interesting. Now they know how to use the mute on the trumpet or on the euphonium. And this today I went to the rehearsal with the police band here. They're excellent band. They give us so many different timbre, which you only can listen when they're lively rehearsal. So this is, I'm so lucky, I have an honor with the MIM let me to be here and share with you and learn from you guys. I hope next time you'll be here and you'll enjoy Chinese band music too. Thank you.